Hey guys, this video is going to be a review and tutorial on the new Huda Beauty Palette in their Rose Gold Edition. It just released at Sephora like a couple of days ago and I just got it, so I was so excited to work with this and put it to the test as usual. But so many palettes have been launching because of the holidays, so I've just been trying to get my hands on them so that way I can review it for you guys, come up with new creative looks, put them to the test, step outside of my comfort zone, try to show you guys that like if I can do it, you can do it. And I came up with this like really glam look, but as usual I did not look at the palette before filming. I had no idea what I was going to do until I got to it, and then I just started working with colors. But this is like every girly girl's dream in this palette. The colors are so beautiful and I really love the formulation. They were so creamy, they were so pigmented, they were so blendable and easy to work with, like really so truly easy to work with. They were awesome. There were no patchiness, no nothing. Like I loved working with these shadows. I hate the packaging. Okay, you cannot fold the box over, and this drives me crazy because I like a nice palette where you can fold it over and then just hold the palette while you're working with it. So not being able to like hold the palette the way I want to while working with it was a con. And there's no mirror, which isn't the end of the world for me because I'm always traveling with a mirror. But to me, it's still a really nice bonus to have that mirror to like pop it open if you're doing a touch-up or to have it. I mean, it's cool that you get to see the shades, but then at the end of the day, I think it's more cool when you have a clear palette on a clear case on custom palettes, because on custom palettes, you have a variety of eyeshadows in there. You know, you're mixing and matching brands and you really have no idea what you've put together. At least I don't, because I have so many different odds and ends. So I like a clear one on custom Z palettes. On brand palettes, for me anyway, I know what's in each palette, so I would rather have the mirror. So for me, the two cons are I'd rather have a mirror, and I certainly would rather have something to fold over to work with. So those were my only two negatives. And then I kind of compare this to the Modern Renaissance palette if you stay tuned. But I mean, aside from the packaging, what really matters at the end of the day is like the eyeshadows themselves, and those were phenomenal. I love them and they really were amazing to work with. So if you want a little bit more in-depth review on the eyeshadows, you want to see them in action, see how blendable they are, how easy they are to work with, if you want a tutorial on how to achieve this look, then just keep watching. I know I ended up going all glammed out, and I'm sorry I did not include the application of the glitter, but that is the same old that I've done in other videos where I just put the liquid glitter base on and then I tapped on some glitter. But I told you what I use in the video. It was just that it was like a last minute decision to slap it on and I wasn't recording. So yeah, stay tuned if you like this look, and I hope you do because I really love the way it turned out. And so if you do, I will see you soon. Here's the new Huda Beauty palette. I have not peeked in here and it is driving me crazy. Doesn't this look so intriguing? Like, it just looks gorgeous. It is their new Rose Gold Edition Textured Shadows palette. And look at the reflection in the eyes. Like, that is serious. And like this gold strip is so beautiful. It has chrome pressed pearls, 3D metal shades, and it's highly pigmented. And it's an exclusive Rose Gold edition. And it does not have parabens or talc. So for anybody who has talc allergies or sensitivities, you don't have to worry about that with this palette. I went on Sephora's website and I signed up for like the notify me list when they were releasing this palette, because it actually wasn't even supposed to be released until November 6th. And it got released like 5 days early or something from the original release date. So I got it immediately when it was released and it like just arrived. So I'm like so excited to get into this. But on the website, Sephora has that Huda, I don't know if it's Catten, how you say her last name, Her quote is that, "I literally dreamt about the colors in this palette, and it's finally come to life." And she says, "For maximum payoff, you use your finger to apply the creamy metals and not to use an eyeshadow brush." So I'm dying to get into this. Come on. Oh my god, I'm like drawn to the glitters and the hot pink right away. Okay, there's reflection. Look at this. Look at all of the different tones. Oh my god. Look at that hot pink. Let me. Oh, there's a protective layering. There we go. That'll help. Okay, so there's no mirror. First impression, there's no mirror, which, you know, that's unfortunate if you are trying to travel with just a mirror. So on first impression, that kind of sucks, but then at the same time, I kind of love that the palette has like the clear packaging because then you can see the colors. But then at the same time, I'm not sure how durable that would be. Like, it feels pretty steady, or steady. I don't know. That feels pretty hardcore, actually. I don't know, that would just make me nervous if I was traveling with it and throwing it in my, I was gonna say briefcase. Oh my god, suitcase? Why do I insist on filming in the evenings or first thing in the mornings? Alright, this would concern me a little bit with a suitcase because people are so rough when they handle your suitcases, but it does seem pretty intense, so I can't imagine this having been made cheaply. But that would be just my own paranoia. It does seem not easily breakable. So I like that it's clear, but I don't like that there's no mirror. So, I mean, but what are you gonna do, right? You can't really have both. It's one or the other. So at first glance, by looking at the colors, I love that there is a black included because way too often palettes don't include a black, and that's really annoying because if you want to set your black liner, if you want to smoke out your black liner, if you want to smudge out your outer corner, whatever it is, it's always such a bummer when there's no black included. So I love that there is a black. This one resembles the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette in regards to, I'd say like these last 4 shades are kind of similar. This plummy shade is similar and this shimmery shade is kind of similar. So, I mean, if you have the Modern Renaissance palette and you're looking for those tones, those are similar. But what the palette does not have, like the Modern Renaissance, are all of those glitter tones. And then look how beautiful this rose champagne pink tone looks. So it does not include that, and it doesn't have a black either. And then there's just that beautiful like hot pink in the middle there too. So this palette is very different from the Renaissance palette in the sense that it has these glitter shades. And oh my god, I'm like a kid right now. I want to get all these glitters on my lids all in one go. And this pink, oh, like this pink champagne. I want that everywhere. These are gorgeous. Oh. Like seriously, these are gonna be so pretty. I don't even know what I'm gonna do as usual. I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but we'll get right to it. So I don't know, first impressions, this is so pretty, you guys. It's really pretty. This is such a girly girl palette, I can't even tell you, but it's got a really great variety because it has your black right to your setting one. It has a transition shade too because sandalwood looks like a perfect transition shade. I think that this is a really great palette on its face for colors. So next is going to be to see how it applies. So I am going to quickly apply concealer. I will set my eyes with Bay, which is this one, because you guys don't need to see me set. I do that a million times, and I will tight line using my Urban Decay Perversion because I do that in every video. And then I will zoom you guys in while I figure out where this is going to take us. So I will see you soon. Okay, I also added in some tape because I want to keep this a little bit extra clean and sharp today and then test this technique out because I've used it a couple of times, but the tape always lifts the way it's lifting. So I'm gonna just give it a go again, and I wanted to show you guys this technique because it can help leave everything a little bit sharper. You just want to take something like Scotch tape and put it on the back of your hand a couple of times to lose some of the tackiness before putting it on your skin. And I always drag the concealer and setting powder down first, so that way it's not even sticking right onto the eye area. So now I'm going, oh, that's the other thing I'm not 100% loving with this palette is that this doesn't fold back all the way. So you can't just like fold it and grab it nicely. I have to kind of like leave it open. But I'm going to dip my Morphe M433 brush, which is just a flappy brush, into sandalwood and start putting that in my crease. Yeah, that is a little bit dark for a first transition shade, but that is the lightest of the colors that can really be used as a transition shade. It's still nice though. Well, this is blending really well and it's not patchy at all. I'm going to work that in the outer corner as well. Actually, just taking a little bit of that product is not bad at all. I think if you went in really heavy-handed with a lot, it would be too dark. But going in with just a little bit initially is not too bad for a transition shade. Now I'm going to take an OCC brush. It is a little bit smaller, more dense brush because I want to focus the next color a little bit more on the outer corner. And that is going to be in the shade Henna, this one, to warm it up a little bit more. This first shade really blended nicely. There was no patchiness or anything, so these are really, really easy to work with and blend. Like, these are beautiful so far. I really love the formulation. I'm just not huge on the packaging. But I guess at the end of the day, the formulation matters more than the packaging. It's just, it would be nice. I know, but that's preference too. I mean, maybe not everybody cares about folding it over, having a mirror. You know, that's just, I don't know. I would like to have, I love being able to like hold the palette, that's all. But these eyeshadows are beautiful so far. Now I'm going to take Bossy, which is like this beautiful plummy tone. Let me see, make sure that's focusing. And I'm going to work it over the same areas that I just worked Henna using the same brush. Yeah, these really blend nicely and work together really flawlessly. So the formulation is beautiful. I'm going to take Cocoa, which is just a really nice, looks like a warm chocolate brown, and put that just on the outer corner to darken this up. And I'm going to keep this close to the lash line. I just want to smoke this out a little bit. Really blend it into the colors too. This tape is such a great trick, but it gives me such a headache. I don't know why. I have such a hard time doing it, but I love when I pull it off and it's such a sharp line, but it's not like flawless to work with. It drives me crazy. I'm gonna test out the black shade and keep that one just on the lash line and kind of like where you would wing it out. But this isn't meant to be like an intense black or dramatic. It's just kind of smoking this out a little bit. So I'm not gonna go in with a like very precise brush to make this really dense. Yeah, these eyeshadows are really, really great to work with. So I love the quality of the eyeshadows in this palette. Now I'm going to try, I have literally never done this before, but I'm just gonna make an attempt at it, to create kind of like a cut crease halfway, because I'm gonna try to put one of the glitters. I haven't decided which one yet. And I want it to be a really precise glitter, and I still have to blend it out. But I thought now might be a good time to try out a cut crease. So I just put a little bit of MAC Pro Longwear Pro Longwear Concealer on the back of my hand, and I grabbed a Morphe M421, which is a really small concealer brush. I'm just going to take the littlest amount because I really have no idea how this is going to work. Okay, I can take more. Carve that line out. It's only makeup, right guys? Well, that actually wasn't too scary at all. This little brush was really handy, and I randomly picked this one up at IMATS. Okay, so I'm going to just grab Bay, which is that same powder I used to set my lid with originally, and reset this concealer. And then I will quickly go, well, not quickly, but I'll go jump to the other eye before I start doing the glitter on this eye. Actually, I'll smoke out this a little bit. I don't want to touch the cut crease, baby cut crease, but there we go. Blend that in a little bit before getting to the glitter. Baby steps. I'm going to take my Too Faced glitter glue and put a little bit of that on where I just did that partial cut crease before I apply some of the glitter. Just a little extra shadow insurance because I'm not sure how this is going to hold up. And I'm really torn between Fling and Rose Gold. Gah, I think I'll try Fling. Oh, that is a beautiful cranberry color. Wow, it's pigmented. That is so pigmented. See if I can. I wonder what rose gold would look like on top of that. Wow, the coverage and color in these are just amazing. They're so pretty. I'm kind of blend this together a little bit. I'm just going to peel away the tape so you guys can see how precise of a line that leaves. So if you're working with a wing, this gives you a much better outline because that already is like winged out for you. So it is a really great trick. Like I said, when you take tape, you want to put it on the back of your hand and do this a couple of times to get rid of some of that stickiness before you put it on your face. And you want to dry your concealer and setting powder down because this is a really delicate area, your eye area, that skin. You don't want the tape peeling away because it's just gonna like aggravate wrinkles. So I can't believe the beauty in these shadows. They are gorgeous. Like, these like brands have been stepping it up for these holiday releases. These just blended out like a dream. They were so easy to work with. They're so pigmented, they're so sparkly, they're beautiful, they're buttery, they're creamy. I mean, I have some fallout, but I was not tapping my brush off because I'm gonna clean up my face. I bet you there wouldn't even be that much fallout if I wasn't like going so heavy-handed with it, but I was doing that on purpose. So the only thing I don't like is the packaging of the palette, but I can totally look past that for how pretty these colors are and just how much variety you get. Like, I really want to get my hands on all of these shades like right now. I can't wait to start playing with more looks. So I'm gonna get to finishing up the rest of my makeup and then come back to do my lower lash line when my base is done. So I will see you guys soon. So I may have gotten a little carried away, as is usually the case. Yeah. But what else? I mean, it wouldn't be me, right, guys? I mean, aren't you coming to kind of expect that at this point? So I decided to wing it out and put on falsies. And then I just kind of thought, you know, I'm really feeling some glitter. I haven't put glitter on my eyes in a while. So I wanted to see how glitters meshed in with these shadows, because now we know that these shadows are beautiful. So I dropped it and I broke it and I lost a lot of glitter along the way, and it makes me sad. But I grabbed my OCC glitter in pink and my lit glitter glue, so that way it was just like a clear or a liquid glitter glue. Oh my goodness, I'm getting tired. Rather than like the tacky Too Faced, because the Too Faced has like, it's tacky. It's like putting on glue, where the lit glitter glue, liquid glitter base is liquid. So that one's a little bit easier because I had the whole eyeshadow look done already. And I think this came together so beautifully. I love the way the eyes turned out. Let's see if you guys can see that. I hope that you guys really love that too. I think it is so pretty. And then of course I'm getting lipstick on my teeth because I put like 2 different liquid lipsticks on, and then I put a gold over top to try to like get this glossy and glittery and softened and just, oh my goodness. And I highlighted with my Anastasia Glow Kit, and I used shade Sunray. So now I have used every shade in this palette except the last one. And I think I've forgotten to mention in the last video, I know I have mentioned it, but these apply really nicely when you get the product on your brush and then you spray it with MAC Fix Plus and then you highlight, and then it goes on really nicely. So now, as I'm dropping products, we need to finish up the eye look. So I'm going to waterline with my Urban Decay in Perversion, and I will do that really quickly. Now I'm going to take Sandalwood and put that one on my lower lash line using that OCC brush. And this one, I just want to smoke it out. It doesn't have to be anything precise and tight to the lash line. I just want to make this nice and smoky. Then I'm going to take henna and do the same thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to scale down my brush. Let me see. Because I still want to keep this smoky. No, I think this brush will still do the trick. And then when I go the next shade darker, I'm going to have to grab my pencil or my flat definer brush. And I would always start from the outer corner and then drag the product inward. That way, if it's a little bit too heavy, at least it's heavier on the outside of the lash line. Or outside of the eye, outer eye. You got me. Now I'm going to take Cocoa, the hot chocolate shade, and with the flat Morphe M432 brush, I'm going to keep this one tighter to my lash line and really bring this color down here. I'm going to highlight my brow bone using Sunray, the same shade I use to highlight my cheekbones. I don't know if this is going to be too intense, but we're about to find out. I'm just going to take the littlest amount. Yeah, that's totally fine. I think if you guys wanted to play it safe with the palette, you could probably, well, you could definitely use Bay, but I think Moon Dust could even be pretty, but it does have a little shimmer in it, so this doesn't leave too many highlighting options. But since I'm all about glam and sparkle and highlight and beaming and over the top, might as well just go for it, right? Look where this look has taken me, and at the end of the day, I'm just going to bed after this. I'm also going to take Sunray and put that in the inner corner of my eyes. See how that one works. I think I want something a little bit whiter in here to brighten this up. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to try out Snow and see how that works, just to kind of break this up. Won't know unless we try. Give that a nice pop. Yeah, I think I like that. And I totally jumped ahead and threw mascara on my bottom lashes. I'm just tired. I wasn't even thinking. But normally you would want to apply this first. And I'm actually going to dip the product in Snow, wetten it, and then apply it. I might have too much building up now. I did mean to do that so you guys could see the difference. There we go. Now that is like awake. But I love it. I think I'm done messing around with my makeup, so I'm gonna go get dressed and I will be right back. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look as much as I do. I am just loving it. I so wish I had somewhere to go right now because I am feeling so glammed, so holiday and party appropriate and like ready to go, but I have nowhere to go except go cuddle with my hubby, which is awesome. And I'm gonna go do that anyway and then take all of this off. I would die to live in like LA, New York, Los Angeles. Oh my God. I'm tired. Maybe I do need to go to bed. Las Vegas is where I was going. Oh my God, because it's winter out and just, okay, I'm gonna stop. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and that you like this look because I really do, and that you learned some new tips and tricks for yourself, like with the little tape, with the cut crease, because I was nervous. I know it didn't end up turning out to be like such a cut crease with where I was going with it. Well, where I started going with it and then how I didn't go with it, and like, well, yeah, you guys know me. I'm like a spaz with makeup because I just have so many ideas and I want to put so much on my face all at once, and then I end up going full on glam by the time I get to it because I just like channeling my inner drag queen as often as possible. So, but like I said, this palette is really great. I'm loving all of these holiday releases. Everybody has like stepped up their game and they're all like competing with each other, but they are all killing it and doing great. So I love it. So I think that this is definitely worth it to get your hands on it, even if you have the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, because like I said, that palette does not have a black and that palette does not have all of these coarse glitters, and it has a lot that the other one doesn't, and the other one has other colors that this one doesn't, and they're not the same palette at all. So That's my 2 cents. I love this one. I hope that you guys are able to get your hands on it and that it's not already sold out. But the good thing about Sephora is as long as it's not one of those, you know, when they sell out, that's it. You can put yourself on the wait list and you get notified, and then as soon as you get notified, buy it. Because a lot of times with Sephora, that just scared the crap out of me. A lot of times with Sephora, as soon as you get that notification, it like resells out immediately. So don't like get the notification and then wait until, you know, 10 hours when your work day's over to go order it. Figure out a way to order it. So it's that beautiful. So if you want to get it, try to get it, and then get it as soon as it launches or relaunches or restocks or whatever. So again, thanks for watching. I hope that you guys liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.